Take a look inside here. As you guys can see, there is not a single solitary fish left inside the pond. Unfortunately, you guys, he didn't make it. What is going on, my fellow fish guys and girls? FishGuyJack here, back with another video. Let me start off by saying somebody turned the heater off and really cranked that AC, because guys, it's been extremely cold. I'm talking 41 degrees for multiple days. We had the coldest Christmas we have had in the last 20 plus years. Now, in order to prepare for that cold, as you guys can see, we had to get a lot of stuff done, and it's just been a hectic time here. I'm sure you guys have seen from other YouTubers here in South Florida that this cold has really thrown us all for an absolute loop. Now, today we're going to talk a lot about the saltwater pond because we had to do some serious things with that. We're going to talk about the 4,000 because, as you guys can see, there's a huge blue blanket over it. And then we're going to talk about what the future holds for the channel as far as saltwater pond and fish. I feel like this type of video is necessary every now and then so we can all get updated on what is going on and what the future holds. Now, right here, as you guys can see, we have a blue blanket over the top of the 4,000 gallon freshwater pond, and this right here is a solar blanket. The problem we've been having for the past 4 or 5 days that it's been absolutely cold is that the sun has not been out whatsoever. Now, this thing is designed to lay over the top of the water and really keep the warmth and the heat inside of the pond. As you guys can see, we got the Rami, the Gourami, and the platinum catfish right there. Now, this is 4,000 gallons of water, so it is a lot of water to get cold. But let me tell you what, without this blanket right here, this all would have literally, I think we would have lost most of the fish inside here other than the koi. As you guys can see, we got a couple koi right there. I got some pellets right here. Let's see if anybody wants to come in and eat. Yep, there's a couple koi right here. Now, we left this little slit open right here because we have a filter that needs to filter the water. There's our platinum catfish right there. I'm gonna get some more food, just a good old chunk. All right, let's see who comes running now. Come on, guys. There you all go. Just threw a bunch of pellets right there. This should really call the fish, and we should see some movement here. There's one of our koi. Oh, there's the big tarpon. Can you guys see him right there? There he is. That's a great sign. He's doing well. Guys, I'm telling you, without this solar blanket, every single one of these fish inside here, other than the koi, would have been dead. This thing does a fantastic job of just keeping that heat inside there. And now that we have the sun out, which is the first day in the past 5 days, it's gonna really heat that thing up nice. So now that you guys all know the 4,000 gallon is doing well, and how we handled the cold, let's go over here and let's talk about the saltwater pond. Take a look inside here. As you guys can see, there is not a single solitary fish left inside the pond. Now, with this cold coming, I knew it was gonna be cold, and I knew it was gonna be cold for a long time. Now, luckily for me, every single fish that I had inside here was a native fish. I went out there, I caught them in the wild, I brought them back, and I put them inside of my pond. Now, as I feel this water here, it is pretty dang cold, and the best thing that I could have possibly done was to remove all those fish and let them go. Now, with the new pond coming, the biggest thing that I did differently was insulation. I'm having a thick insulation put on the outside of the pond, so times like the cold and the heat, they're not gonna be able to absolutely turn my water cold overnight. Now, not only is it gonna be insulated, but it's also gonna be a foot taller. So it's gonna be 3 feet tall. This pond right now is 8 by 2. It's gonna be 8 by 3. Insulated. Let me tell you what, there's a famous saying, if you do it right the first time, you'll never have to do it again. And that's something I learned from this project. So this thing is getting out of here. We're getting the 4 posts put in with the roof. That way when it rains, the rainwater will not mess with the salinity at all. We're gonna have a roof. It's gonna be bigger, it's gonna be better, and I am extremely excited for it. So yes, I literally had to destroy the pond, and let me tell you what, those fish were not easy to catch. So as of right now, we got no fish left inside of the saltwater pond, and I'm extremely lucky that every fish that I added to that pond was all native caught. All the fish that I caught here, I just brought back to the same exact area I caught them in, because that was their best chance for survival. I cannot wait to get this new pond, you guys. It's gonna be awesome, and I know this video is a lot of talking, but it's plans for the new year, and I want you all to get excited about it. A bigger pond, a better pond, and I want you all to comment down below what fish you want to see go inside. I'm thinking a nice emperor snapper, definitely some sort of exotic grouper. I definitely want to go out and catch some moonfish off some lights, get a nice school of them. Pretty much Most of these fish inside here I want to have in the pond. Now this is the craziest fish inside of this aquarium. This is a rhino fish, I believe. We got it a little while ago, and let me tell you what, this thing is ridiculous looking. By far the craziest fish inside of this aquarium is this guy right here, and he just scoots along the bottom. He blends right in, and this tank is just overall super cool. I'm trying to decide if I want to put my boy Charizard in the pond. I love having him inside of this aquarium because honestly, he's super bright. He's got such a good personality. Look at this. Watch this. He thinks he's eating right now. Tom, you're definitely going in the pond, buddy. I just know you need the pond. Look at you. You're going to be so happy swimming around in there. But the Mini-Oddish Charizard, I think, has to stay in the aquarium. What do you guys think? This is not good, everybody. We just removed the blue tarp this morning and discovered this. Yeah, that is one of the peacock bass right there that unfortunately did not make it through the cold. Get my net here. Let's go ahead and scoop this guy out. God, he's so big. This fish is huge. Oh my God. This fish, no joke, is 6 pounds all day long. God, this is tough to see. Oh my God, you guys. This fish is huge. Look at that thing. Oh my God, that is so dang sad. He's definitely been dead for a day or two because you can see that the eyes are cloudy. Just to put into representation on how big these fish are, I mean, I wear a size 11 shoe, okay? So he's about 2 feet long and 6 pounds all dang day. Look at the mouth on that guy. Oh man, that fish was big. We've had this thing for about 3 years now, and God, that is a tough one to see. This was the fish that literally would eat every single solitary time, and he would always eat first. Here's a good bit of sunlight right there. Oh my God, that is so terrible. That is so sad. Man, they actually have a fair amount of teeth on the bottom here, but just look at the size of this fish. This fish is so big, and to be honest with you guys, compared to everybody else, he is one of the smaller ones inside of here. I mean, this thing is so big. There's the spot right there on the tail. He's lost a lot of his color. I mean, just the head on this thing is a unit. The water is definitely warming up. It's just the tough part of keeping fish. When you have a fish for that long, 3+ years. I mean, that fish went from a 125 to an 800-gallon pond into a 4,000-gallon pond. We've watched that thing grow up for years. Crazy man, go, 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 go. Dog's out here and he's hyper because he smells fish. He thinks he's eating. What do you think you're doing, boy? Now, when these cold fronts come, you guys, these exotic fish down here in South Florida just have nowhere to go. Mother Nature is gonna come. She's always gonna do her thing. There's no stopping Mother Nature. And the sad reality is that in the lakes, in the canals here, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these peacock bass here in South Florida are all dead. I just saw a bunch of Instagram posts of people walking canals with just hundreds of peacock bass dead, cichlids dead, snakeheads dead, just a bunch of fish all dead because they cannot escape the cold. I wish this thing still had its color so we could adore its beauty. Let's take a look inside that mouth right there. I mean, this fish is thick. He's all day 5-6 pounds. I mean, that fish is an absolute unit, and it's so hard to see. I'm just happy that the tarpon's okay. All the catfish are okay. Our platinums, all those fish that have been in our pond for a long time are all okay. Unfortunately, this peacock bass right here did not make it. We've had this pond for about 3 winters now, and every year we put the solar blanket on and everything is fine. That thing does a really good job, but we've never had it this cold, like I said, in 20+ years. For multiple days, rainy and cloudy, but you know what? What are you gonna do? Now, after losing the peacock bass, I'm even more happy that I got rid of all the fish inside of the pond. My last video, I went out and caught that crazy needlefish, and you guys absolutely loved that video, and you loved that fish. 100,000%. We're gonna be going back and catching another one. We're gonna do things bigger and better. When you get knocked down, you gotta get up, you gotta be better than you were before, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Alrighty, this is the first day that these fish have seen a big old glimpse of the sun, so let's see who wants to eat. There they go in the back there. They're starting to rise up on the koi food. Now, it's the first day without this blue thing on, so all the fish inside here are definitely a little bit, I guess you could say, startled. But you guys, I got big plans for the future, so subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a video. Remember to go check out the Fish Guy shop. You guys can click the link down in my description and use code FishGuyJack to save you 10%. Get yourself looking nice for the start of the year, ladies and gents. 2023 is gonna be a huge year, you guys. I love you all so much. Thank you for the endless support, and I'll catch you guys all in that next video. Peace out.